21, and we've won this house of cards. This game is done. 21, Greta starts at 12. She says to her parents, vegan is the right thing. So what are you going to do, Mom? You got to go vegan, or I disown you, because it's the right thing. Little Lisa Simpson says to Homer and Marge, and this could be our children. Teach them deeply rooted, stand straight and tall, and speak out extra large. Use your hands too. Connect with your eyes, see this one through. What would a tiger do? Your voice too. 21, and we've won this house of cards. This game is done. This is a 5/3. Surya, complete me. I'm looking up at the sun. I recognize I am the chosen one. NE0, spoken word hero. Freeman Hussein, the poet in my name. Surya, 7 horse-drawn chariots to draw the God who is the sun across the sky, not 8, 6, 5, or 1. 7. Lithiated lineman, that's 7 up. Atomic weight 7, is that 7 enough? The icons, they're all super strong. Coke going right and lithium going wrong. 7 horse-drawn chariots, 7 visible planets, 7 chakras in alignment, 7 colors RGB, 7 on my big Lucky Lotta school assignment. YouTube. I forgot to say what I see. 7. Now, under this particular God who is the sun, no masculine and feminine divide, doesn't care what kind of bicycle you ride, or if you walk, swim, or paraglide. At the beach, chasing hair just for fun. Under the God Surya, only the good stuff is done. You can't lie to the sun, so you won't get in trouble for just having fun. 7. Surya. Do you see that too? Fire over earth. I think I got a clue. It's something you could do. You have a hand too. But I have schizo, and well, you just have normal you. I had to get mentally hospitalized to have my breakthrough. Oh, you mean you could just lie and make up all the stories? That's what you can do? Well, why couldn't I build concrete buildings with steel doors too? I'll lock you up and then I just don't feed you. Instead of rude food and just a long delayed attitude. I look up at the sun, I recognize I am the chosen one. Why? I got a healthy glow and just something else I know. I hold this sign up to the judge. I say, holy impossible, all unbelievable, almighty. Aki daylight is here. And I'm holding this sign to match my words so everything is sunny and clear. We gotta sterilize, open your real eyes. Court for just us or just ice in disguise? I hired a liar, I didn't realize. I was there to speak the truth. I had this figured out at my youth. So today I'm 52, and some of you might, in around the age, maybe you recognize also, around age 12, you already could see schools brainwashing you. It has limited you and your scientific abilities. Explanations constantly beyond our area of study. However, pseudoscience we couldn't accept. Fact is, the people who were really happy, having the happy lives, they did accept, and they went with it. And you got the rhythm and flow. And if you went camping, well then, you would just know they couldn't lie to you. This is the maximum truth. You grow. Our children could be planting their own seed. In a timeline, things can be super symbolically encoded effortlessly because you are building them at the time. You build them symbolically in. So everything can be on one hand and it fits all in. It's supposed to. You and I on one hand at the same time, symbolically, fire over earth, sacred and divine. It's the old peace sign, missing a piece. Stand up when you recognize you're small, but not the least. The microcosm is a macrocosm. Small is powerful too. Move over Asperger's. Time to cover this issue anew. All in one hand. I hold strength here with you, and I am Greta too. Hands Asperger's. Greta Thunberg. Time to cover this issue anew. Now, what would happen when Henry Ford came along under this God who is the sun? Cheap cars for everyone, powered by petroleum. No, Henry, not the black blood from your mom. Go back and invent a solar electric one. That's what would happen if we had a God who was a sun. It would unify everyone. No entropic views and no war for acclaimed limited resources. You just had solar panels bigger and more. Or you use less. The price wouldn't even have to come down. If the solar panels only progressed at the current rate that they are at, we would simply not use more. Even if we didn't make more, this amount of power would do. Things that required too much power would be more expensive. We would achieve a different overall status. But being sun-based and camping-based, raw vegan, teaching our children to grow their own food would obviously be superior because we have completed cycles, super symbolically, things that we should have always known and done. 21, and we've won. It's a game of cards, and it's a house of cards, but 21 is one of these games named after a number, like Uno and Crazy Eights. Now, 21, you win when you keep counting and keep track of the amounts. So this is how you win this one, is you have to count, and don't discount along the way. Count everything you can and chart it. Later, decide which are strong or weak or relevant or not. But you'll get 13 or more strong symbols in one hand sign. Popular culture, it's either Coke or 7-Up. Certainly in the top 3. I would say A&W root beer should be in there. But that's top 4. It's Surya, the sun god. Day 1, Sunday. 13 times 28. No weekdays, no weekends. 28 times 13 strong, all of them. What would happen if today we had a God who is the sun and the moon full was on the 1st and planting a seed would be done? Oh, it's the 1st. Everyone plant what you're currently eating. More or less, adjust it. Yes, we all planted on the 1st, the full moon. Or the 7th. Get back to me if you're into witchcraft and tell me which is the right day. So, Year of the Tiger 2022. By the way, AZIFYUUNUU. Breakthrough. My business idea was to sell 7 different tiger t-shirts. So you buy a complete set of 7 so you could wear one every day in a cycle. And I couldn't get that done because my stuff kept becoming someone else's stuff, stolen from me and such. So I didn't get that done. But Year of the Tiger went by and I didn't even see those beautiful tiger head pack sacks anywhere. Not one store. So it's a sign that we would miss Year of the Tiger. Meanwhile, they are going extinct. It's insanity. Sign language 7. 1, 2, 7 breakthrough. 9, 11 truth. 3 towers or 2. 1, 2, 7 breakthrough. 9, 11 truth. 3 towers or 2. 9/11 NYC 2001, it wasn't just Twin Towers. They don't talk about the little one, the little building shorter and further away. They don't talk about it because it doesn't fit their scientific model in any way. That's not the way they like to play, but I speak to you the truth. 3 towers fell on this day, and when they did, it happened exactly this way. Hit by a plane, not hit by a plane, but they all fall the same. Might burn your nose every day, but not just to cause you pain, not a jealous God or vindictive. That kind of God's insane. I won't anthropomorphize him ever again. I'm just talking about the sun. And if you're sticking up this one, it's going to get burned until you get learned. So I and you think this one through. If you're standing strong, I'm standing with you. You've elected yourself a leader. You got a spiritual breakthrough. It's like you super laminated you, and I stand with you. I'm usually number one, but I don't mind being number two because I recognize the role and I stand with you. You break out dancing, I'll be your number two. I'll support you. You look crazy until I stood with you. Holding space, that's what we do. Baseline, got the heights right, 101, 102, 42. Then what's in plain sight? 15, you match that one up. If that counts to 6, well then, that's just too many things. And we better teach this to the kids. The more people you teach it to, the faster you will break through. How did they print the things on the back of the US dollars too? How do they figure this stuff all out? Well, it could start from an I and a U. Twin towers, yeah, think 2, 101 and 102, that number would technically do. Iconic, making them the tallest 2 towers in the world, but they got to be in New York? Okay, well, you could start building them in 1970. Okay, and when do you implement this? U divided. That's how we get a V. And in World War II, the hand sign was the same, but the name was victory. You got to have a game first to set half the people free. Rest in peace for the ones that died, good and evil on both sides. V. Vietnam. Too high, smoke it through. Victimization of vindication, American soldiers versus Uncle Sam. They did not get a war hero's welcome home. Like he screwed up just the last part of the plan? Just the last part of the plan? How would you screw that part up? That was the least expensive part. A war hero's welcome home. Next up, capital U, still don't understand. Iraq, Afghanistan. Gotta separate the mind and heart to extract the soldier from the man and put him into a carbon fiber titanium flying can. Next war, we could just have a drone and all the soldiers could know they're soldiers and wear badges, but just stay at home. System tests. At this point, I don't think investing in gold and silver is the best. System tests. Seeds, fertilizer, and lights. I'm sure that investment is better than all the rest. Bitcoin, remember your password, also be blessed. Or quick, go buy Thailand Nest. 21 and we've won. System test 9/11 NYC 2001. It wasn't just Twin Towers. They don't talk about the little one. The little building shorter and further away. They don't talk about it because it doesn't fit their scientific model in any way. That's not the way they like to play. But I speak to you the truth. 3 towers fell on this day. And when they did, it happened exactly this way. Hit by a plane, not hit by a plane, but they all fall the same. Surya7.life is my website name. 1337.